Welcome everyone to this aerial yoga hammock practice. This is a gentle practice. I'm going to start laying down in the fabric with my feet on the mat, just a gentle rocking back and forth. This can feel really nice, sort of like a rocking chair. And then coming up to a seat into boat pose. This is a very supportive boat and can be sort of fun, like a swing. And then positioning a bolster under my shoulders and upper back, I can bring one foot in, then the other, and come into a variation of waterfall. It's great for the back. And extending one leg out, then the other. Bending the knees, feet in front of the hammock. And voila, coming into MC hammer pants. This is a Baddha Konasana variation, Supta Baddha Konasana. And then coming back up, getting the bolster out of the way, and laying back down onto the mat. Coming into that same inversion. This time more like a shoulder stand. And from here, a little movement side to side can feel nice. This can feel so great. Release one leg, coming into just a variation here. Releasing the other leg, maybe bent, finding just a little variation. And then coming back into that Supta Baddha Konasana inversion. This can feel so nice. And then releasing the legs again, coming into that waterfall position. This is a wonderful inversion and is so supportive. And then reaching up onto the hammock to pull myself back up. There we go. Sometimes it's a little tough to come up. And then positioning the fabric at my hip crease, coming into a downward facing dog, and then walking backwards onto my mat. Coming into a hip hang. And then wrapping one leg around, coming into a one leg wrap. Staying on the forearms, coming into a little sway side to side. Keeping the shoulder girdle active and the core slightly active as well. So lengthening out of the low back. And then switching sides, wrapping the other leg. Note that I put the foot around the outside and then wrapped it. If you could bring the foot to the inside, you might just fall out. Again, a little sway side to side. This can feel really nice. And then coming back to center, releasing that leg. And coming into another variation here on forearms. Pressing the legs up and around. Coming into another variation here. Hands in prayer position. This is a great stretch for the shoulders. And then releasing the legs, coming up into a little mermaid. And then repositioning to come back into a supported bridge. And oops, the mat's a little too far away. I think I need a bolster. There we go. Let's try this again. All right. Getting the shoulders onto the bolster, coming back into the position, Supta Baddha Konasana. And the fabric is around my lower back here. So it's a little different position. This is a great stretch for the hip flexors. Coming into sort of a supine pigeon position here. This feels wonderful. Changing the other leg out long, bending the other knee, supine pigeon on the other side. This is such a great stretch for the front of the hips, at the hip flexors. One of my favorite moves here. And then coming back into that Supta Baddha Konasana. And then maybe bringing the knees around the fabric. This is another variation. And using the core to pull myself up. This is just brief here. And decide to come back down. I don't really have the camera in the right position to do that full move in this video. So we'll just stay low here on the bolster. And then another variation, straightening the legs up, wrapping the feet around. Another variation there for extending one leg. And with the legs straight, it can feel really nice, almost like a shoulder stand. Just getting another stretch in those hip flexors there. Coming back into supported bridge. And then using my hands to help me come back up. And then just sort of sliding down onto the bolster or mat. And this next one I just really like, getting the fabric right around the upper back. Coming into stargazers. So finding some movement here, keeping the core engaged, hands support the head, and doing just a little side to side here. This can feel amazing. This is great for the fascia of the upper back and shoulders, where many of us tend to hold a lot of tension and tightness. And then slowing down. And then just coming back onto the mat. Fabric in front, coming into a key wrap and just a nice straddle stretch. Coming side to side, getting a little bit into the spine as well as the legs. This is so great for the spine and hamstrings and hips. And then coming back up, releasing the fabric. And then coming into a position straddling the fabric, bringing the fabric behind me so it's even, coming to a seat. And then using my hands to push the fabric away to bring one foot in and then the other. Coming into a little Sukhasana seat here. As long as knees are happy, this can feel really great. And you can always release the fabric and just come into your own little meditation cave. This is a variation of the meditation cave pose that I do a little differently as well. And then bringing the feet back out, around to the same side. And Shavasana time. So coming into that favorite vacation hammock or cocoon shape. Relaxing the whole body here in the hammock. And then making your way out. Thanks for joining me today. Hope to see you next time. Stay tuned for these bloopers. Oh well.